like usual. I had already finished the hard part. There was only my art homework left, my favorite subject. Anything else I can click? Just this. I needed to draw some sort of magic beast. Oh, cute! I wanted to draw a dino at first, but my brush reached towards the orange paint all by itself. This isn't good. Oh boy. She was almost popping out of the snow-white sheet. She stood on her back legs and wore a sly smile. My brush moved again, drawing a fluffy tail. A moment later, it dropped out of my weak hand. After I finished my drawing, I spent a while studying it in surprise, as if I couldn't understand where this red beast came from. I'm astonished at the detail you've managed to create, like those teensy teeths. High five. The longer I looked, the scarier her smile felt. Carnivorous, fake, like the smiles of women from adult magazines that were sold in press kiosks back in the city. An alluring smile that masked deep-seated malice. And the fox's eyes turned out red, as if bloodshot. They looked more like bullet holes you see in action movies. I don't remember drawing them this way. I moved away from the table, and the lamp's light reflected from the wet paint. The drawing was glossy. Felt like the fox was watching me. Waiting. Yeah, baby! What the fuck? What? What? Okay. Oh, there was probably originally a track there for the Russian audio, which I don't have on because I prefer reading it. Are you deaf? I was just thinking. I'll ask you again. Have you seen your sister? She's hiding somewhere again. Something moved under my bed, and I froze. Olia's dirty face peeked out with a finger pressed to her lips. Shh. Olia, I can see you. Get out of there. You're covered in dust. Olia crawled out from under the bed and started dusting off her stockings, looking down. Let's go. I'll read you a fairy tale. Keep you company until you fall asleep. I want to sleep with you, not in that room. Mom entered the room. What? The owl again? And what do you think? Olga, it won't come anymore. I chased it away. Olga shook her head in defiance. You didn't. And it will come. It said that it'll come every night. Oh, it talks now. Olga ignored the question, then asked with newfound determination. Can I sleep with you? Please? This'll be the last time.
No.
Oh, why don't you let her sleep in my room? I thought it was a great idea, but Olga shook her head again. No, I don't want your room. It watches you too. I felt goosebumps all over my body. Enough! There's no owl! You're sleeping in your own room tonight. Got it?
Mom, please. Please.
Mom took Olya's hand and tried to lead her out of my room. Let's go, sweetie. Don't bother your brother. Olya clutched the bed's head with her free hand.
Please, please, please. I don't want to go to it.
Mom was tugging Olya toward herself, but she didn't budge. Only the bed's head squeaked in agony. Dad intervened by picking Olya up and carrying her out of the room, despite her desperate protests and pleas.
No! Don't take me to it! It's going to watch me again!
Oh, there she is. I've listened to them struggling to make my little sister go to bed for a while. In the end, my parents gave up and let Olya sleep with them. But it was surely the last. When everybody settled down, I was lying in my room, thinking about Olya's words. It's watching you too. I felt uncomfortable. I barely managed to calm down, only after closing the curtains in my room. But as soon as I closed my eyes, memories of my day started jumping around in front of me. Oh boy. I was in the middle of the stuffy school corridor. I could see the literature classroom from here. The faces of dead classical writers on their portraits, the prim and regal pose of our homeroom teacher, Lilia Pavlovna. And around that corner was her daughter, Katya, a snitch and a gossip, eagerly waiting for me. There she is.
Hey, transfer student, transfer student.
What do you want, Katya? She got up on her tiptoes and started swaying while hiding her hands behind her back, and then asked me with a fake smile on her face.
Can I ask you something? Why did you get transferred here?
I might have told the truth about this to Polina, but Katya will sell it on the market for 3 kopekas. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's money. It would be the same as printing all my thoughts and hanging them near Vova's picture for everyone to see. So I reverted to an answer I knew by heart. It's all because of my parents. Dad has a new job here, and my mom... But Katya didn't even listen to me, just rushed towards the perked up ears of her friends, whispered something while stealing glances at me and giggling.
Yeah, right. He takes us all for fools. I've heard it's all because of his father. He crossed the road of some big shot, and now their family is hiding in our remote little village.
I think it's because we're having money problems, but hey. That's not true. You're lying.
Oh, and did you hear how he hit Bobberin out of the blue? What kind of freak must you be to start bullying your classmates from day one?
Stop! You know he started it!
And if that wasn't enough, there are rumors that this weird... Who in their right mind would do something like that, huh, girls? I see our Antoshka must be truly special. Maybe he's an autist. But what if?
Oh, Jesus.
He's a serial killer. I'm sure you'll be able to find an axe in his backpack if you look hard enough, or something even worse. Yes.
Shut up.
Look at him scream, as if something bit him. His pupils, look how wide they are. I hope he won't go insane and resort to violence again. I mean, there must be a reason his mom always feeds him those pills, right? I just stood there in confusion, trying in vain to understand how she found out about my medicine. And what scared me even more was the possibility that her nonsense had some truth mixed in.
Okay. Well, if her mother is a teacher, then she might have figured this out because of some conversation her mother had with Anton's mother. Although I don't know that his mom would tell a random person all these things. She seems to not really want anybody to have anything to do with her family if she can help it. Probably keep us at home and homeschool us if she could.
Yes, that's right! He's as insane as his little sister. Can you imagine that she says a human-sized owl visits her every night?
I really hope she doesn't turn out to be Alessa. That'll just piss me off. I'm hoping Alessa ends up being a completely separate character that isn't anybody we know.
But not a single healthy person has seen it. And this simpleton believes her. Can you imagine that?
And then I caught a single kind look from the smirking crowd.
Is that true, Anton? Are you unwell? Paulina, please listen to me. Yeah, right. Don't listen to this liar, Polinoshka. You don't even know that he cheated on you with someone not from our school. With Alessa.
Okay, so Alyssa is a different person. Polina slouched as if someone kicked her in the stomach, then burst out in tears and fell to the dirty floor, wailing and screaming. Okay.
No! No! Why her, Anton? Why?
I couldn't understand her reaction. I can't understand her reaction. We've known each other for maybe a couple of days, depending on how much time has passed between this recollection and the first day we went to school.
Okay.
I couldn't understand her reaction, but I still rushed to Polina's side before getting shoved violently by Katya.
Get your paws off her, you monster!
Faith. Rage was building up under the veil of my fear. It slowly rose from the cloudy mist. Am I gonna fucking punch Katya? I hope not, because I will get in a lot of trouble because her mama is a teacher. I felt my upper lip lift. I felt my... Oh, okay, so it's just strangely worded. Alright, I'll just say it. I felt my upper lip creep up, showing my teeth.
The fact that your father beats your mother doesn't give you the right to do the same to girls.
Well, as far as I've witnessed, he does not hit her. They argue like crazy, but I don't think that they have ever struck one another. This girl's talking out her ass. My fists became hammers. I couldn't unclench them. Nobody can speak about my family like that. I came to my senses when I already lunged at the angry Katya.
He went nuts! Nuts! Help! Help! Petrov went completely insane!
Okay. At the same moment, the crowd around her became louder. It started whistling and roaring. And growing. We're having a dream, I think. The subtle silhouettes of my schoolmates became larger, wider. They shot upward toward the ceiling. Turned into a giant black forest, chock full of toothy faces. I shrank into a tiny ball of fur and started shaking in fear before the might of ulcer-ridden trunks that belonged to either trees or humans. It was impossible to tell.
So you've finally shown your animal nature! Coward!
Katya's face twisted with jubilation and ecstasy. Okay.
Anton! Why her? No! What makes her better than me?
Helena screamed while choking on her tears. Oh, I've turned into a rabbit.
He is just an animal. An outsider.
Woo! A scary flapping of wings came from the forest. A pair of giant white ears descended somewhere from above, and I dug myself into them.
Anton! Anton! Please! Wake up!
I jumped up, almost falling out of bed. Apparently, I was thrashing around for hours on the sweat-soaked sheets. Olya, why are you behind my curtains again? She must have had a nightmare too. Olya's scream pulled me out, set me free from the tentacles of fear.
Anton! Please. Wake up! Wake up!
It took my eyes a while to focus on the silhouette near the window. Olya's voice was distant. My head was still ringing after the fight. Sounds got distorted. Okay, so that was just a dream then. So we're still messed up from getting smacked. So this is the same day. We may also have a concussion. My sister, as distressed as ever, just kept on repeating the same phrase.
Yowl, yowl. Please. I'm scared.
Her tears poured on my heart like boiling water, but I was almost thankful for the owl's appearance. Otherwise, this scared Olya wouldn't have woken me up. Wait a second, Olya. Want me to read Merzilka for you? Merzilka, a Soviet and Russian monthly illustrated magazine for kids. It has been published since 1924. The magazine uses an unidentified yellow creature wearing a scarf and a red beret as its mascot. Writers like Samuel Marshak and Agnia Barto contributed to the magazine early in their careers. Give me... I placed my bare heels on the cold floor. Felt around for my glasses. Remembered Simone, his underhanded act, and sighed.
Anton. Please, please. Look.
She couldn't tear her eyes off the window, as if it was a staring contest. Oh boy. I found the light switch with my hand and got up. My vision fooled me, moving the window closer only to push it farther the next moment. Yeah, no glasses, and also the bleary I'm not awake and my eyes don't want to work thing of being woken up like in the butt crack of night. That will make it hard to see anything. My sister was just a blurry spot. I took a hesitant step forward. Olya. Please don't jump scare me, sis. What's there? Oh, we just noticed the little Ninja Turtle drawing. That's cute. What happened? Do you want me to open the curtains?
No, please don't. The owl is there.
But you are also behind the curtains, so what? The voice was coming from behind. Oh, shit. I turned around and froze from terror. Hedaba habadabada. Oh, it's moving now. Very slightly, it doing a weeble wobble. Teary-eyed Olya stood in the doorway.
Who are you talking to right now?
She stared at me with eyes that were red from crying, with her hands wrapped around her shoulders. Her voice was nervous, as if she was afraid to hear my answer. I was talking to you. To someone who pretended to be you. Oh, this is the first genuinely supernatural thing to have happened. Because she is here, and I am here, and we are both awake, and we are both seeing the silhouette. The ledge outside my window creaked ominously, as if something huge was sitting on top of it. Oh, the sounds! And the thing that pretended to be Olya started spreading, changing shape, growing to scary heights under the light of a carnivorous moon.
Anton, please. Come closer, come here.
I should put a cool effect on my voice for this. The voice didn't belong to my sister anymore. The thing that was hiding behind my curtains got tired of pretending, making me look like a fool. I pinched myself as hard as I could, hoping that the silhouette near the window was just a continuation of my nightmare, a hallucination brought upon by the cursed house. And those don't bite, do they? The silhouette was towering before me under the veil of mist. I heard Olya's shrill scream when someone knocked on the window. Knock, knock.
He came to get us.
Another knock. I stepped back into the middle of the room. As if there existed nooks where I could hide from this horror. Knock, knock. The sound was sharp, metallic. The lamp started shimmering, then it suddenly brightened the whole room and went out like a candle under a strong wind. The filament inside it snapped with a ringing sound. It blew our light bulb. The darkness that was waiting for that exact moment poured from all angles and enveloped me. There was only this window left in the whole universe. Moonlight poured through it, painting everything the color of bones that were exhumed from a crypt. Olya started squealing and pressing herself into my back, seeking protection. And then an eye, burning with a carnivorous fire, stared at us from the window. Knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. No, it wasn't trying to break the window. It was toying with us. It just kept on knocking, driving us mad. Knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. As if a giant clock was measuring the time left for us, its pendulum swinging above the abyss. She was screaming in desperation, her hands clutching my arm like a pair of pincers. I'm assuming we mean Olya.
Anton! Anton! Come closer!
I could barely make out a pair of wings that spread out above the black spot.
Tell her, Anton! Tell it that I won't be a bad girl anymore. Never ever. I just want it to leave. Please.
The moonlight suddenly disappeared and the room descended into darkness. We couldn't see the burning eye anymore. I swallowed the stingy lump that was stuck in my throat. I stepped toward the curtains, entranced by the call of this disfigured guest. Oh boy. Olga was standing behind me, mumbling, "I'll be good, I'll be good, I'll be good." The bleak window was creeping closer. Curtains rustled. I reached out to move them aside so I could look my fear in the eye. At that moment, I heard noise coming from our parents' room. Without thinking, I pulled the curtain to the side in one swing. Nothing. Though there was something shining on the ledge among the scattered feathers. My glasses. Oh shit! Well, there is definite evidence right there that that bird is real and it was outside our window. There are feathers and footprints and glasses, which the bully still had. So that's no bueno. Well, for the bully, anyway. The ones that Simone took from me. How did they get here? Was that a gift from the gurgling night? Did that owl really bring them here? I looked at the front yard, at the foreboding clearing, at the toothy forest. Not a soul. Not a trace of our late-night guest. Only the old lamppost, dreaming like a lone watchman among the snowy desert. The dry window frame creaked. I tore away the insulating tape and strips of glued newspaper. Window insulation. Before plastic windows became widely accessible in Russia, because if stuff gets too cold, the glass fucking blows up, the cracks in frames of wooden windows were filled with cotton or pieces of cloth and sealed with self-adhesive tape or strips of newspaper soaked in soapy water to conserve heat in winter. We actually have similar stuff up here in New England. Since a lot of our houses are very old, like the one I'm living in is very old, so they're very drafty. So in the winter, some people put insulating tape on their windows. I don't know about newspapers though, or some people buy or sew those. Oh God, I don't know what you call them. They're like little draft pillows that you can tuck, under the door or sit in the window frame, and they'll be made of like foam noodles for the door that have like a piece of cloth sewn between the two of them, so you can just stick it under there, or like a little cloth baggie full of beans, like a bean bag, to stick at the base of the window to keep the draft from getting in. Now that I've reminded myself, I really should get one of those because it currently is fucking cold here. It was 22 Fahrenheit last night. It was cold. Opened the window. It's a bit of trouble. Frost pinned me with its little needles. The paintings on my walls moved from the draft. I touched my glasses, sure they would melt in my hands. But they were real. My brain was scrambling for an explanation. The Simone and his gang just pulled a prank on me. That was it. That's it. A smooth white blanket was glittering under the street lamp just outside our yard. If anybody was to get close to the house, to climb the pipe to the ledge of my window, they would surely leave footprints. But there were none. Cautiously took my glasses. You should grab some feathers to prove that there was an owl. Not that the footprints would not prove that there was an owl. Of course, parents probably have ignored the ones that are surely on Olya's window, so my wrist was still intact. Nobody pulled me into the darkness, full of restless writhing. Why aren't you in bed? I swayed from surprise and almost fell out the window. Are you out of your mind? Did it feel hot in here? Do you want to catch a cold?
The owl was here. Tasha chased it away.
Go to your room immediately and get in your bed. And you. Mom paused, directing. In the end, she just waved her hand, took Olga by the shoulder and left, throwing gloomy words my way. We'll talk tomorrow. We should close this window. Oh, good. I managed to get the frame back in place with a couple of hits, pressed the latches with all the strength my fingers could muster. The cold left the room, but the fear was still present. I placed my glasses on my nose and started studying my reflection in the window. It didn't look like a face, more like a death mask. Just like the one worn by the boy from the notice board. That night, I was on the edge of joining him there. A black and white face was staring at me through the clearing between student heads. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm going to read this in case it doesn't. Attention, child missing. Semyon Baburin, 13 years old. Grade 6B. He left for school in the morning of January 16th and never returned. So that was yesterday? When he beat me up, it was the last time his family saw him. Features: 155 to 160 centimeters tall, chubby, brown hair and gray eyes, was wearing a dark brown sheepskin coat, a beige scarf, a black mink hat, and Alaska boots. Please call these numbers if you have any information on Simone's whereabouts. And there is the number for the cops and Simone's grandmother. It wasn't Vova. His face was right beside it. I recognized the fat cheeks, the damaged skin. Simone. Bobrin's photo was printed out and placed under the glass like an exhibition piece. Episode 3. On end, the wolf's gray fur will stand. I should save the game. I'm a save and then we will proceed into Chapter 3.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers over on Patreon and give a special shout out to Jack Fox, Old Monster, Dizarin, and Lunaria Studios. Thank you guys so much for your continued... Hey everyone! Thanks for watching. Like what you saw? Have thoughts you want to share? Let me know in a comment. Want to help my channel grow? Then share with your friends. Or subscribe so that you never miss a new video. If you'd like to help me out and get some neat rewards, consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much, you guys. I really couldn't do it without you.